Have you ever noticed how growing old is a lot like playing whack-a-mole? Oh yeah, you just get one thing taken care of, two more pop up. You just get your teeth done, then you gotta do your bunions and your cataracts. You know, when I was in my 20s, I used to think, when I hit 30, I'm gonna be old. And then when I was in my 40s, I thought, no, I'm good until I'm 60, then I'm gonna be old. Now that I'm in my 60s, those 80-year-olds are looking pretty darn good. The point is, I don't feel old. But that illusion was shattered not long ago when I go to my doctor's office for the annual physical. So I'm sitting in the waiting room, and finally the door pops open and this perky young med tech who looks like she's barely out of high school opens the door, calls my name to take me back to the treatment room. She says, okay, now we're gonna go right down this hall here, all right, sweetie? Oh, whenever someone a third your age calls you honey or sweetie, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Everything about it feels wrong. Well, that's one. So I follow her bouncy little ponytail down the hall. She takes me to the treatment room, takes my temperature and blood pressure. Then she pulls up a chair next to me with my chart and says, now, can you remember all the medications you're taking? Or did you bring me a list today, sweetie? Oh, that's two. I explain, I don't take any medications. She continues, well, have you had your flu shot? Do you feel safe at home? Have you fallen down recently? Have I fallen down recently? The sad thing about it is, she makes it sound like I fall down all the time. She just wants to know if I've fallen down recently. Excuse me, do I look like someone who falls down all the time? Thank you. Well, that's three, and now I'm ticked, so I decided to get a little sassy with her. And I said, you know something? I fall down all the time. Well, her eyes get as big as saucers, and I say, yeah, I play competitive basketball. I compete in the senior games. I am a 3-time national medalist, and I'm always on the floor in those games. What's your grandma do for fun, Chippy? Well, nowadays it seems like we have a pill for just about everything. Wouldn't it be great if we had a pill to help us grow old gracefully? Wait a minute, we do. It's called Valium. Could you imagine the commercial they could do for that? Are you losing your hair, your teeth, your eyebrows? Are you drooling at the corners of your mouth? Do you spit on everyone you talk to? Well then, this pill is for you. Oh, you'll still do all those things, but you really won't notice. You'll still be falling apart, but you just won't care. Valium, a senior's best friend. That's it for me, folks.